everyone, and welcome back. Good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are, and welcome back to the A17 here in not so sunny Lincolnshire. But it's dry. I just had some tractors pulling. A lot of work going on in the fields at the moment, as there always seems to be. So it's a bit of a backlog on the roads. Nice 530 HG there. It's been a little while since we're out, a week or two. Been gallivanting about all over the country, and we're away this weekend once again on our travels. We're off down to Somerset and Dorset for the return of the S&D Coast to Coast run, organised by Tony Thompson, Mr. Tony Thompson. So it'll be great to get down south, back down to southwest, and meet Tony, who of course, as well as being the organiser, has a couple of restored trucks. So it'll be great to get back down that neck of the woods again, and lovely big Scania there from Donnelly. Down to pick up a load of spuds maybe. Yeah, it'll be great to get back down the southwest. I've been down for a few years, so long overdue. There doesn't seem to be any rush to cut the verges here, so we might need to find another spot shortly. We're not getting the greatest of view. Lovely livery, isn't it? First turners on video anyway. Tent Logistics, of course, from Penrith. Familiar green and white livery, which as soon as you see it you think, ah, Penrith. Just missed a lovely blue Scania from Fisher there. The camera went fire up. It's my fault really, I saw it at the last minute, so apologies if that was you. To be fair, it would be nice to get out in another area, to concentrate quite a lot here locally, of course, because there's such a wide variety of trucks and it's handy. And then of course we do a lot up the A75 Dumfries. So it would be nice to get down Bridgewater, Exeter. All haunts we used to visit in the past, of course, along with Newton Abbot and Paignton, A38, A380, round that neck of the woods. And the A38 was really where our digital stuff began, really. Stills, of course. Long before that, back to the Duke's days. Probably some of it slightly before that as well. So. We don't put a date stamp on it. This is Tuesday. Historically, Tuesdays can be a bit funny. Mondays are usually busy, Wednesday busy, but Tuesday seems to be a funny day. So who knows? You never know what you'll catch on this road though, so we shall wait and see. Another Kalina. They do seem to favour the DAF here in Spalding, Kalina. I know I used to run up to Washington and it was all Scania up there, so I guess it's down to whatever the local dealership is. Timber truck. Don't see too many of them down this way. There are a few passing through. Another Turners. And another Masons, of course. They're not it's a smart looking Renault, yeah? Yeah, Mason's not based too far away from here, so usually see a few of them. We have a new Renault, of course, one of the T-Highs, so hoping to see that soon. It's never come up in our radar yet, but it will at some point. Another local fleet, Nin, too far away at Sutton Bridge. Yesterday was much warmer and sunnier, but a lot of shadows. Today is probably better for camera work. Heron from Appleby, up in Cumbria. Another regular at truck shows, lovely fleet. So we'll still be out all through the dark months, roaming about, just because the truck shows are finished. We'll keep rolling on, so we'll keep bringing you the content. Knights of old. I'm guessing that truck's just hasn't had delivery removed, because as we all know, Knights of old ceased trading earlier this year. So I do see it kicking about here quite often, that Richard. So. Some days you catch loads of Turners, other days not so many, so I guess it all depends what's going on. Bang on cue, here's another. If you're into the Turners livery, this is probably the place to be, apart from outside the the main yard, of course. This is probably the second best place to be. Jack Richards, again part of the Turner's family in terms of transport, nothing else. Busy stretch of road to get out. You could be sitting there a while, sadly. Another Wayman's though. As I always say every time I see them, really a beautiful fleet. Always very well presented. Roger Warren's, similar thing could be said. The man has managed to get himself out, just about. It's not a nice place to pull out of, really. It's just one of them things, really. Just how it is with the volumes of traffic now. Looks like an old open field Volvo, that one. Scania there with a walking floor. I recognise the operator sadly, so hopefully he's watching. Sightings. We can't ignore our 8-wheeler tipper friends, of course. Often get overlooked. Another plain white Volvo. It might be one of them days. You see up there a lot of smoke, whatever's going on. Hopefully everything's okay, but it's a lot of smoke. It's another Lincolnshire rolling roadblock. Pulled in now. I think that's the third tractor we've had pull in today. It's a lovely Volvo, isn't it? Another open field Scania. Plain white Scania just for equality, yeah. An Ayrshire truck now. T-French from Cumnock. Always lovely to see them down. new maritime, if you like. Bizarrely enough, that might be the first time I've actually caught one on video. But I'm sure there'll be a regular thing soon. There's our friend there. Drive safe, my friend. Sorry, my friend. Sometimes I do need a little helping hand to turn around to catch you. And then this is what happens. We end up filming the back of trucks. Just hang around long enough and one comes the right direction. One of Hannon's. One of Matthews, Reynolds. Tail of light. It's a different livery, some livery called Frau. We'll need to look at that one on the review again. Sorry about that. Looking into the sun, sometimes hard to pick out the liveries. Probably best shutting up and just letting you identify them, really, huh? Is it one of our friends from Finland? Big Iveco. I think really the Iveco in red. It's just it's the right colour for that truck, I think. Yeah, there is some cracking liveries, but that one certainly works. Of course, Iveco Fiat associated with the Ferrari red colours in Italy. Another lovely livery. Williams Transport, Huntingdon. Timber! Nice load on. Few of these Davis Wright tippers working locally. Lubers with a wagon and drag rather than the Arctic configuration, but Lubers of course involved with offshore work. blast of the horn and some light from our friend on the coup mover. Another fresh link Renault. Terminals on the bulkers. That's something you see too often. Well, it's fairly regular around here, but chap on LK Waters traction work. Halifax haulage from again up at Sutton Bridge. J&A Turner from they're from New York, near Boston, just outside Boston. Bit of bully here, bull bar on. Neil Johnson. Spoke to one of their lads before. Cobham Services was on some film work, I think. I think he was bringing a couple of vehicles in. I've been on a photo shoot or some film work of some sort. So, interesting work. So we got the pace car out again. HGV, the European bulker there, in pole position, followed by Langdons, and these two. Hopefully the tractor pulls over soon, which I'm sure it will. Lets them get on their way. First Coopers from Wisbech. There's Turners with the HG and the bulker on. HGV. It's all daft at the minute, isn't it? Till the big Scania from Dyson Farms comes along, of course. Another one of Mason's on the bulkers. Nice trio there. FM, I don't see. A couple of GSUs. See one, you usually see a few of those guys who usually work on mass. Another foreign visitor. It's unusual, we don't see too many Mercedes from Carlina. Certainly not with a double deck. It's almost like a pallet hub truck trailer, that one. This car's been an absolute nightmare. Another DAF in the demo colours. See one of Cuts approaching. There we are. Gorgeous fleet Cuts as well with that iconic blue and orange livery. Even I can spot them in the lens, which at my age is some advantage, to be fair. And appreciated. First Coopers of the day. Of course, we saw a good number of them up at Newark at the weekend at the truck show. Great turnout from them as usual. Looks like one of Swain's, yep. Six-wheeler rigid, which is unusual with the Moffat mountie on the back. I say it's unusual, it probably isn't, I've probably got loads of them. But what I mean is, it's unusual for me to see them. I'm sure it's different in every area. They run lots of different contracts now, don't they? Seem to see them in many different colours, Swains now. See a few trucks coming westbound now, so I think it's maybe time to wrap the video up now. It's getting a bit cooler, a bit darker. So thanks again for joining us. As I say, we will be back at the weekend down in the southwest, Tony in the S&D coast to coast. So until then, thank you for joining us. Please subscribe, click the like button, do all that jazz, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.